guys, and welcome back to my channel and welcome back for another video. So today I thought I'd bring you more of a sit down casual video. It's a video I feel like I should have really done like as my first video, but I didn't want this bit to be like boring, and I feel like I didn't really have any context if I didn't like show you another video first. So I want to do like a get to know me video. I've got loads of new followers since then, like on Instagram, and then obviously new subscribers on here, so I feel like a lot of you don't really know a lot about me, so I feel like this video will give you all an insight into my life, and just be a bit more of like a personal video rather than just like all the fashion context videos. I feel like this will be on a little bit more of a personal level, so yeah, let's go on with the video. Okay, so I did actually ask you guys a lot of questions, like I did the little sticker tab on my Instagram yesterday, so I got quite a lot of response to that. So I just tried to like compile all of the questions, like I've took screenshots of all of them on my iPad, and hopefully they'll make a bit of sense because they were a bit all over the place. Okay, so first question, how old are you? So I'm 20 years old. I feel like a lot of people think I'm a bit older. I can't believe that I'm 20, I feel like that sounds so old. I still feel like I'm 18 like at heart. And my birthday is the 20th of January, so I'm like a Capricorn. I'm actually like on the cusp, so I'm on the cusp of Aquarius and Capricorn. But I definitely feel like I identify more with the Capricorn sort of like star sign traits. I still feel like I do dip into the Aquarius ones as well. I definitely can relate to them, but I feel like overall Capricorn really fits like my personality completely. So yeah, 20th of January and 20 years old. So the next question is, what is your hobby? So I feel like my main hobby is definitely art. That's like painting, drawing on the iPad, just creating in general, like doing collages, doing mood boards, anything creative I absolutely love. I have loved since I was literally like 2 or 3. Instead of like watching TV when I was younger, I literally just used to sit and paint. I used to like have an easel and I used to like sit and paint and draw like all the time. And then obviously that took off more when I went to school, because obviously I did art A-level and art GCSE. So I feel like that really like broadened my love for it, and I feel like it definitely made me a lot better and more skillful in that area. And then obviously since being at uni, even more so. I was especially like doing a lot of animation and also like branding and like brand identity as well. It's something I'm really enjoying at the moment. So I'd probably say like creating is my main hobby. And aside from that, I'd probably say shopping, looking for vintage pieces and just shopping in general is probably my main hobby. And also probably like makeup. I feel like it used to be a bit more of a hobby for me when I used to do like eyeshadow and like all different like crazy looks, when that used to be like the fashion, but I definitely feel like that's died down recently. I still love makeup, but I'm not as like experimental as I used to be, not at all. I feel like more of just like a natural look is better, and I'm really glad that I've discovered that. But yeah, makeup is another passion of mine. So yeah, I can't really think of any others right now, but I probably have a lot of other hobbies, but they're my 3 main hobbies. Okay, so the next question is, what are your goals? I'd probably say that my main goal in life is just to generally be successful, happy, like just basic really. But obviously my next goal is to graduate uni, hopefully with the first. It's like my main goal at the moment. And then obviously to leave uni and to hopefully become something to do like in the creative field, hopefully something to do with like advertisement or branding or illustration, like freelancing. I literally love everything to do with like creative, so anything really I wouldn't mind. So that's probably my main goal like for leaving uni. In terms of like online, my platforms, I feel like my goal this year is just like definitely post a lot more. My main goal this year was to start a YouTube, which I've obviously done now, so to continue with that, hopefully grow that a lot more over the summer and stuff. So yeah, I feel like that's some of the goals I've achieved, and then my main goal in the future is obviously to graduate uni and get a job, and then obviously eventually also to get a house, probably when I'm a bit older, because I literally am still like a baby. I get all food made for me. I live with my mum, so I just get waited on hand and foot, so I'm a bit of a princess in that way. So I'm not really ready for that yet, but eventually I do want to move out. So another question, what got you into art? Nothing really. I literally just have loved it since I was younger. I used to always watch like Art Attack and like Monkey Makes. I don't know if anyone remembers that programme, but I literally used to love it. I feel like maybe that also influenced me in like doing a lot of art, although I feel like just naturally you're either born good at art or you're not. I feel like you can learn to a degree, but I feel like you have the talent or you don't. So I feel like I was like, a lot of my family are very creative in all different ways, so maybe that's just something that I inherited, that I was quite creative. So yeah, that's basically what got me into art. So the next question is, what's UAL like? Thinking of applying there next year and wanted to know if you recommend it. So when I was like looking at applying for art schools, I always knew I wanted to go to London, because London is basically the creative hub for everything to do with illustration, fashion and all of that. So at school I was a lot more like into like realistic drawing and painting, which was more fine art based. So originally I was looking at fine art courses at Chelsea, UCL. I also applied to Oxford, but I'm definitely glad that I got the fashion illustration course, because I definitely feel like that fits more of like what I want to do in the future, and is definitely a lot more commercial and applicable to like future jobs. So UAL as a whole is an amazing university, like the facilities are amazing. I don't live at Hull, so I can't really comment much for that because I just live outside of London, so it's only about half an hour to 45 minutes for me to go on the train to uni, which was really handy. But in terms of the lectures and stuff, they're like really interesting. We always have people like coming in to talk to us. So we had a lady from Days Beauty the other day actually come in and do a talk with us, which was really helpful and really insightful. A lot of the like lessons that we do are very like hands-on. Sometimes they can be a bit more like boring, like just like normal lectures like you would do if you were doing an academic subject. So I don't know if I've actually said this, but I study fashion illustration, which is quite like a niche thing, but they actually changed that into fashion illustration and imaging, so it's basically everything to do with drawing, animation, collaging, branding, identity, everything basically. So I just cover a bit of everything, photography as well. So yeah, I do really love the course. I feel like it's definitely a combination of everything that I love in fashion and art, like in one. The only thing I would say is that I'm not in that much, so I feel like for me I don't really have a full like uni experience, which is something I'm going to do another video on, because I sort of live out and I'm only in like probably 2 or 3 days a week. I don't feel like I'm as like in the uni like spirit as like say my friend, he goes to Plymouth, and he's obviously in Hull, so he has like a full-on uni experience, which to be honest I don't particularly mind myself because I'm very like a home person. I like having meals cooked for me, and I still have my boyfriend and stuff like at home, so for me that wasn't something I was really looking for in a uni. But if you are, like, I think it's definitely something to consider in London, because it definitely is not like a lot of the other unis. It's a lot more spread out. There's a lot of campuses, there's a lot of unis, there's a lot of halls as well, halls of residence, so I feel like it's definitely not as like en masse as a lot of other campuses, so that's just something to consider. But in terms of like art and getting jobs afterwards, prospects, inspiration, people coming in to talk to you, I feel like you literally can't top it. And UAL was voted, I think it was actually the 2nd best in the world for art and fashion. I might be wrong with that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I saw that on Instagram the other day. I think it was 1st or 2nd, but yeah. Right, so next question. What is your go-to drink on a night out? I feel like I actually like a lot of alcohol, so it's actually a really hard one. My go-to like night out drink, like when I'm out, is always, well actually it always used to be a vodka lemonade. Like double vodka lemonade was just always what I'd get. I'm definitely more of a vodka girl than a gin girl. Gin makes me cry, gin makes me sad, and it made me depressed once when I drank it the whole night, literally like the next day. So yeah, avoiding gin. So yeah, probably vodka lemonade, although recently, like when I went out the other day to Raffles, I actually had a vodka tonic, and ever since then I've just had vodka tonic when I've been out. Obviously not been out recently, but a few weeks ago, yeah, I got vodka tonic, so that's probably like my now like go-to drink on a night out. Well, like it sounds a bit more like adulty and like a bit healthier than vodka lemonade as well, and a bit less like gassy. Although like my favourite drink, if I was at home, I love a red wine, like with dinner, like with pasta and red wine is actually like the best. Other than that, like champagne, Aperol Spritz is probably like my all-time favourite summer drink, or like favourite drink in Aperol Spritz, yeah, maybe my favourite drink. And then also like, I don't know if any of you guys know The Florist, I think they have one in like Watford, Birmingham, Liverpool, I don't know where, Oxford maybe, but it's like a chain, and they do like this amazing cocktail which is called Electric Daiquiri. It's like bright purple and it's so nice. I don't actually know what's in it. I think it's like lychee and something, but yeah, I absolutely love that. So yeah, I'd probably say Aperol Spritz, champagne, red wine, vodka tonic. So next question, who is your biggest inspiration? I'd probably say Grace Fit, or like Grace Beverly as she is now. She's someone that I followed on Instagram for a very, very long time. I used to always follow her for fitness when she had like a lot less followers, and obviously watch her YouTube channel. But I just feel like she's so young and she's just built an amazing business which is like sustainable as well, so it's something I really, really admire. I just feel like she's just winning at life. She was actually in the Forbes 20 under 20 like the other day, or no, 30 under 30 the other day, which is just incredible. So yeah, I feel like everything that she's achieved at such a young age is definitely something which inspires me, and I feel like I can relate to her a lot more because we're of a similar age and like a similar background in terms of like going to uni and like fashion and stuff like that. So yeah, she's someone that I really, really look up to. Do you have lash extensions? No, I don't. I've always wanted to get them, but I feel like I've got quite good like natural lashes. These are not my natural lashes, these are actually like strip lashes. But yeah, I do have quite good natural lashes, which is like in the summer I just normally just wear like my lashes just bare. On a day-to-day basis I actually wear like a half, actually I'll see if I can find a pack. Yeah, I've got a pack here. So I actually wear these where they're really dusty and horrible. So these are the Eyelaw volume, I think it's 0005, I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, I literally just cut these and I wear them like in the corners, like for just day to day, because it really saves the need for like piling on mascara, because I can get the same effect if I like really like layer on my mascara, but it just takes so long. It's such a pain to take off as well at night. So yeah, I usually wear like those half lashes if I'm just like day to day, or I wear these like on a night out or if I'm feeling a bit more bougie. And these are from Sissy Hair London, which is like where my hair extensions are from as well. So yeah, no, but hopefully I will. I don't know, I feel like maybe if I was going on like a really long holiday, like a girls' holiday, I would get lash extensions just because they are a lot easier. But for day to day, and I've heard like they do wreck your lashes, so just something that I'm trying to stay clear of. Okay, so next question is, what colour is your hair and how do you get it that colour? So my natural hair colour is actually probably like a dark blonde. When I was younger it used to be like really bright blonde, and I feel like when you get to age like 13 it just starts to like dull down into like that really annoying like ashy mousy browny colour. So in the summer it would still go quite blonde, but in the winter it would just be like quite dark. So I think I got my first head of highlights when I was 13, and I always get them done at Tony and Guy. I always get a half head every 3 months, and then every 6 months I normally get a full head, sometimes a bit like less than that. Sometimes if it's like looking a bit dull, I'll get a full head, and then I'll just get a half head or a T-section like after that, and or if it's like already looking blonde I'll just get a T-section or a half head. It all just depends really like what the season is, how the sun's light into my hair. And also like I used to not really be a big fan about roots, but I've actually learned to like love my roots. I feel like it actually looks a bit better like with a bit of dark around the face to add like a bit more of definition, and I feel like it looks a bit more natural as well, like when your hair's a little bit more different colours, which is why I always opt for highlights. It's also a lot less damaging for your hair than if you like literally just block dye it or bleach it. I know I have friends that have bleached their hair and it's literally like fallen out or it's come out in clumps. So yeah, I do bleach it, which is not great, although I'm trying to put less heat on it. But yeah, highlights are definitely better than block dyeing. I don't know what it's called, block dyeing. And then also I wear Sissy Hair in shade California Blonde. I don't know what colour highlights I get, I literally have no clue, but Sissy Hair California Blonde is the shade that I wear. So if you're going to go like by tone or like shade, that is just something to go by. Okay, next question. What fake tan do you recommend? If you would have asked me this like probably like 6 months ago, I would have said Bondi Sands Ultra Dark was like my absolute go-to. I mean, I still love it, but I feel like I've definitely discovered a lot more since then. So I actually won an In The Style competition like a few months ago, like near Christmas, and I got a whole pack of Sienna Tan Official, I think it's called, sent to me, and that is like probably my all-time favourite tan. It's got like the 1 Hour Mousse, I've actually got one of them here, Ultra Dark Lotion. I love this as well. It comes out, it literally looks like Nutella when it comes out, but it's just so good. I use that on my face and my body. And then I always use the Sienna Express Tan like if I'm going to go on a night out, because it goes a little bit darker. It doesn't actually last as long though, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, Sienna Tan Official, Bondi Sands, and also recently I got gifted one over on Instagram called Crazy Angel Tan I think it's called, and they gifted me like the medium, and I thought that wasn't going to be dark enough because I usually like quite like a dark tan, because I do tan naturally quite dark anyway, but this was like, this is a really good tan. I use this like on a daily basis now. It's not as dark or as deep as Sienna or Bondi Sands, but it gives a really nice colour and it's really easy to blend. It dries really quickly, so yeah, I'd probably say Sienna, Bondi Sands and Crazy Angel Tan. What is your favourite online shop and high street shop? I'll probably say my favourite online shop is Nasty Girl, or Pretty Little Thing or Misguided. I just feel like recently I've found most like on Nasty Gal, so I'll probably say Nasty Gal. And then high street shop, 3 months ago probably would have been Zara, but recently I've literally just loved Urban Outfitters, so I'd probably say Urban Outfitters, also because I've got like their little vintage section in there now as well, which I absolutely love, and they've always got like different pieces in there. They're quite like spenny, quite expensive, but yeah, probably Urban Outfitters. Are you going to start a TikTok? Probably not. I just find it so cringy, I can't lie. I feel like maybe if that's the way things are going, I might just try and make one. Probably just film like my cats or like someone else, like not me. My friend like made a really funny one the other day. I just cringe every single time I try and do it, and I just find it a bit cringy, so I don't know about that one. What is the wildest thing you've ever done drunk? It's been quite a lot, to be honest. What is the wildest thing I've done drunk? I'd probably say it was when I was 18. I don't know if any of you guys know Prism. If you're from UK, you probably know like Prism nightclubs. Like most like big towns or cities have them. So I went to Prism with my friends, and Sean Kingston was playing, the one that sings like, no, not Sean Paul, no, yeah, Sean Kingston was playing and sings like, damn all these beautiful girls, that one. So yeah, basically he was performing. That's literally like the only song that I know of his, and like Eeny Meeny that he does with Justin Bieber. They're like literally the only two songs that I know. So he was performing that night. I literally just got so drunk at pre-drinks. I got so drunk when I was out, like a good drunk, not like a throwing up drunk. And anyway, he came on and I literally was like right at the front of the queue. Like I was literally like, oh my god, I don't know what I was doing. So yeah, I was like, there was a barrier like where he was performing. I was just like literally like grabbing at him. Like there's videos of me like trying to like grab him off the stage. Like I'm not even a fan of this person, like I literally couldn't care less, but for some reason, like in that moment I was literally like Sean Kingston's biggest fan. I was like grabbing him, I was screaming, ended up going on stage with him. I've got like a video, I'll actually try and find it for you because it is so funny. Let me try and find it. I do have some pictures anyway, I'll try and find a picture for you guys. But anyway, it was so funny. Like it's literally someone that I couldn't give a shit about really normally, but I just suddenly became like Sean Kingston's biggest fan. Ended up on stage with him. I just remember singing with him to like Eeny Meeny Miny on the stage. He's literally only had 3 songs. I don't even know if it was him, he had like bloody sunglasses on, but yeah. That's probably the funniest night out I've ever had in my life. Next question, what is your favourite meal? This is a really hard one. So if you guys didn't know, I'm actually like vegetarian. I try and be like as plant-based like as I can be, but I'm not claiming to be a vegan. I don't drink like normal milk, and I don't eat meat obviously. Sometimes I will eat prawns, that's like the only thing that I do eat that's like meat. But yeah, I'm normally like fully vegetarian. So I'd probably say my all-time favourite meal, god I don't know, probably either be a vegan burger, like with loads of like mayo, cheese, like spring onion with like sweet potato fries. I love that, like that's one of my favourite dinners. What else? I love the spaghetti pomodoro and this veganesca pasta from Carluccio's and Ziz's. I love like just a fresh pasta with red wine, like with mozzarella cheese. I love that so much. What other meals do I like? I'm not that fussy with food. But yeah, probably my favourite meal is probably like, if I could choose anything, probably a vegan burger or like a pasta, like a vegan vegetarian pasta. My favourite starters, probably like a fried halloumi or mozzarella dippers. My favourite dessert is probably anything chocolate, anything like chocolate fondant, chocolate brownie, like chocolate fudge brownie, like the really gooey ones. I love anything like sickly. So yeah, that's probably my favourite food. And then last 2 questions. If you had to bring 3 things to a desert island, what would they be? Probably my boyfriend, 1, my cats, and Aperol spritz probably. Have a fun old time. And would you rather be in a swimsuit? Would you rather be in a swimsuit in a snowstorm or a snowsuit in a swimming pool? A swimsuit in a snowstorm. Well, then you're going to be literally freezing. Or a snowsuit in a swimming pool. Maybe a snowsuit in a swimming pool, although I hate the feeling of that being soggy and, oh no, I don't like that. But then equally I hate being cold. I'll probably say snowsuit in a swimming pool. So yeah, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it might be a bit long and a bit boring, but I just feel like I did need to do like a little get to know me, because I feel like a lot of you didn't really know me before. So yeah, I hope that's answered some of your questions. I will do more like elaborate videos on things like my makeup tutorial, because I did see on Instagram a lot of you guys wanted to see that, my hair tutorials, and also one about how I got into UAL, like what I put in my portfolio, what I generally think about the uni and everything like that. So that is going to come in another video as well. So yeah, make sure you like and comment and subscribe. I love you guys, thank you so much. I've had so much support on here already. I'm going to try and keep doing a video a week or 2 videos a week at the moment, because I've literally had so much free time. So yeah, just send me any more recommendations that you guys want to see. I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye!